Okay, this is the problem which we have to solve by using moment distribution method. A continuous beam is given here. Okay, the continuous beam is shown as shown in figure. We are having support A as a fixed support, A as a fixed support. Span AB is subjected to a uniformly distributed load of 30 kilonewton per meter, 30 kilonewton per meter. Span BC is subjected to a point load of 72 kilonewton, which is acting at a distance 2 meter from this end C and at a distance 4 meter from B. Okay. Now the moment of inertia for this particular span AB is 3I and moment of inertia for span BC is twice I. Moment of inertia for span BC is twice I. Now we are having some steps for analysis. Okay, we are having some steps for analysis. Okay, I'll keep these steps side by side. Okay, so step number 1 is assuming all, you can see here, step number 1 is assuming all ends are fixed. Find the fixed end moment, find the fixed end moment. Okay, this is similar to the way we calculated the fixed end moment in case of your slope deflection method. So step number 1 is find the fixed end moment. So step 1 is find the fixed end moment. Okay, okay, step number 1, assuming all ends as fixed, assuming all ends as fixed, you can see here. Okay, assuming all the ends, assuming all the ends fixed, calculate the fixed end moment developed in your beam. So we'll calculate the fixed end moment. So MFAB, the formula will be WL square upon 12, that will be minus WL square upon 12. We have W is equal to minus 30, L is equal to 6 meter span AB divided by 12. So this is equal to minus 90 kilonewton meter, minus 90 kilonewton meter. Similarly, calculate MFBA, this will be plus 90 kilonewton meter, that is plus WL square upon 12. Okay, MFBC, this is equal to, the formula will be minus WAB square upon L square. We have W is equal to minus 72, A is, here you can see this A is 4 meter, so this is 4 into B is 2 meter. Okay, so this will be 2 square divided by L square, that is 6 square. So this is equal to minus 32 kilonewton meter, and MFCB, the formula is A square B divided by L square. So this is equal to 72 into 4 square into 2 divided by 6 square. So this is equal to 64 kilonewton meter. This is equal to 64 kilonewton meter. So this is the step number 1. Assuming all the ends as fixed, calculate the fixed end moment developed. Okay, we'll go to step number 2. The step number 2 will be calculate the distribution factor. Okay, calculate the distribution factor. This is the step number 2. Okay, for calculating the distribution factor, we have to prepare one table. Okay, we have to prepare some table like this. Okay, we will have to prepare some table like this. Okay, the first column will be joint, The second column will be member, third column will be stiffness, sorry, just a minute. Okay, so first column is joint, second column is member, second column is member, the third column will be stiffness, K, stiffness K or Ki, we can consider this as Ki. The fourth column, this will be summation of all stiffness, summation of all stiffness, and the final column, this will be distribution factor, and this is equal to Ki divided by summation K. That is, it will be sum of column number, it will be the ratio of column number 3 and column number 4. Okay. So we can see here we are having this joint B here, only one joint is there, that is joint B. Okay, so we'll write down here joint B. At this joint B we will be having two members, at this joint B we will be having two members which will be meeting at this joint B. So that members will be BA and BC, that members will be BA and BC. Okay. Okay, so we are having two members BA and BC meeting at this particular joint. Okay, now stiffness K, Ki for this particular member BA, this is given by 4 EI upon L. The stiffness is given by 4 EI upon L, because you can see for this span BA, if we are considering this joint B, then the far end is fixed, this end is fixed, therefore the stiffness is given by 4 EI upon L. This Ki is given by 4 EI upon L because the far end is fixed. If this end was hinged, then it would have been 3 EI upon L, but as the end A is a fixed end, therefore the stiffness for this member BA, this will be 4 EI upon L. So write down here 4. You can see here the value of I is thrice I, therefore we will write down 4 into 3 EI. Okay, 3 EI divided by L. Okay, divided by L. Now you can see here we are having L is equal to 6 meter. We can write L is equal to 6 meter. So this will be L is equal to 6 meter. So this is equal to 4 into 3 12 divided by 6. So it will be twice EI. Okay, ये थोड़ा छोटा हो गया शायद. Just a minute. I'll draw this table again, or I'll delete this. Okay, so I'll write it here. Okay, so this is 4 into thrice EI divided by L. So this can be written as 12 EI divided by L is equal to 6. So this will be equal to twice EI. This will be equal to twice EI. Now for span BC, here for this span BC, you can see again the far end is a fixed far end. This for span BC, this is near end and this is the far end. For span BC, far end is again fixed, therefore the moment the stiffness will be again 4 EI upon L, 4 EI upon L. Okay, so we'll write down here 4. Again we have EI value as twice EI, EI value as twice EI divided by L. So this is equal to divided by L. So this is equal to 8 EI, and the span of BC is again 6 meter. It is again 6 meter. So this is equal to 8 by 6, that is 1.33 EI, 1.33 EI. So this is the stiffness for member BC. This is the stiffness for member BC. Take summation of K, that is add summation of BA plus BC, that is this twice EI, this twice EI plus 1.33 EI, 1.33 EI, sorry, 1.33 EI. So this will be equal to 3.33 EI. This will be equal to 3.33 EI. Now we have to calculate the distribution factor for BA and BC respectively. Okay. Now the distribution factor for BA, this will be equal to this column Ki divided by summation K. The distribution factor is given by this particular formula, that is Ki divided by summation of K. Ki divided by summation of K. So write down here, we have Ki is equal to twice EI. So twice EI divided by summation of K is 3.33 EI. So this will be equal to this distribution factor, this will be equal to 0.6, this will be equal to 0.6. Similarly, the distribution factor for this span BC, this will be Ki, that is 1.33 EI divided by summation of K. Okay, so this will be 1.33 EI, 1.33 EI divided by summation K, that is 3.33 EI. So this will be equal to 0.4. This will be equal to 0.4. Okay, always keep in mind at any joint the sum of these distribution factor, this will be 1. This will be 1. Okay, always you have to remember that sum of all the distribution factor, here it will be 1. Okay, you can see here 0.4 plus 0.6, we have got 1. Okay. So the next step will be to prepare a distribution table. Next step is to prepare the distribution table. Okay. Okay. So step number 3. Step number 3 is to prepare the distribution table. Now distribution table is prepared like this. Okay, we'll prepare some table. Okay, first write down joint, then write down all the members, joints here, that is A, we are having A joint, B joint and C joint. Then write down member, then write down members. Write down members which are meeting at joint A, that is AB is the member which is meeting at this joint A. Okay, at joint B we will be having two members, that is this BA and BC. So write down BA and BC here. So it will be BA and BC. At joint C you can see only one member is there, that is CB. Okay, so write down here CB. Then next step, write down the distribution factor. Write down the distribution factor. Okay, so write down the distribution factor. At joint A there will be no distribution factor, we will be having distribution factor at joint B only. We will be having distribution factor at joint B only, and for BA distribution factor is 0.6 and for BC it is 0.4. Below this write down the fixed end moment. Below this write down the fixed end moments. Okay, so write down the fixed end moments. Fixed end moment. Okay. So at joint for member AB the fixed end moment is minus 90. You can see here it is minus 90. So write down here minus 90. For member BA, we are having the fixed end moment as plus 90. So write down here minus 90. Okay. Again, for this member BC, we can see here the fixed end moment is minus 32. Write down here minus 32. At this joint C, we are having this fixed end moment 64 plus 64 plus 64. Okay. Next step will be balancing. We have to balance this unbalanced fixed end moment. You can see here we will be having some unbalanced fixed end moment here. Okay, that is minus 90 minus 32. Okay, we will be having some, sorry, this will be plus, this is plus 90. Okay, you can see here this fixed end moment MBA, this is plus. Okay, so we are having some unbalanced moment of plus 90 minus 32. That is, we are having total unbalanced moment of 90 minus 32. So this is equal to 58. Plus 58 is the unbalanced moment. So what we will be doing? We will be balancing this moment by applying an equal and opposite moment. Of minus 58 kilonewton meter. Minus 58 kilonewton meter, and this minus 58 kilonewton meter will be divided into, or will be shared by two members, that is BA and BC, in terms of its stiffness, that is 0.6 of this 50 minus 58 will be shared by BA, 0.6 will be shared by BA, and 0.4 will be shared by BC. 0.4 will be shared by BC and 0.6 will be shared by BA. Okay, so minus 58 multiplied by 0.6, so minus 58 into 0.6, so this is equal to, we will get minus 34.8, minus 34.8, and here again minus 58 into 0.4 is equal to minus 23.2, kilonewton meter. These are the balancing moments which are applied. There is no need to write down the calculation here. Okay, so I'll delete this calculation, because at the end we will have to add all the moments and it may create confusion while adding the moments. So I'll delete these calculations. Okay, so we have balanced these moments like this. Now next step will be carryover. The next step will be carryover. We have seen, if we are applying some moment at one of the hinged end like this, if we are applying some moment m here, then some of this moment is transferred to the other end. This moment will be m dash, and the ratio of this m divided by m dash, this will be 1 by 2 or 0.5. Okay, when the far end is fixed, so half of this moment will be transferred to AB or joint A. So half of moment transferred will be minus 17.4, and half of this moment will be transferred to joint C, because joint C is again a fixed joint. So this will be minus 11.6, that is half of this 23.2. Okay, you can see here all the moments are balanced. Now the final step will be calculate the final end moment. Calculate final end moment. Okay, now how to calculate the final end moment? Just sum all these values, that is minus 90 minus 17.4, this will be minus 107.4 kilonewton meter. Add this plus 90 minus 34.8, so this will be 55.2. Add this minus 32 and minus 23.2, this will be minus 55.2, and add this 64 and minus 11.6, it will be 52.4. Okay, so this is how the final end moments are calculated. This is how the final end moments are calculated. Okay, so this is how the final end moments are calculated, and the next step will be to draw the bending moment diagram. The next step will be to draw the bending moment diagram. Now to draw the bending moment diagram, I will copy this here. Okay, I will copy this here. Okay, so first we will be drawing, I don't do the calculations now. Okay, first we will be drawing the free bending moment, calculate the free bending moment values, or otherwise I will calculate that, not an issue. Okay, so what we will be doing, just a minute. Just a minute. Okay, so next step number 4 is calculate free bending moment values, free bending moment values. Okay, calculate the free bending moment values. Now to calculate the free bending moment values, consider each span as separate span. For AB, the maximum bending moment value, that will be WL square upon 8, WL square divided by 8. So this is equal to W is 30 into L is 6 square, 30 into 6 square divided by 8. So this is equal to 135 kilonewton meter. And for span BC, the bending moment value will be, the bending moment diagram will be something like this, and the bending moment value will be WAB upon L. We have W as 72, A is 4, B is 2, and total is 6. So this value will be 96. This value will be 96. Now we have to draw the bending moment diagram. So to draw the bending moment diagram, draw your reference line like this. Your 135 kilonewton meter will be like this. Okay, this is 96, this is 135. Okay, now fixed end final end moment for AB is 107.4 kilonewton meter. So minus is there, therefore it will be on the anti-clockwise phase. So put draw here 107.4 kilonewton meter. At this joint BA, we will be having plus 55.2. So on clockwise phase 55.2, on clockwise phase 55.2. Okay, draw here 55.2. Here again for BC we are having minus 55.2. this will be on anti-clockwise phase, which is already drawn, and for CB you can see here it is 52.4. So draw here 52.4. Join all these lines with a straight line, like this. This is your final bending moment diagram. This is negative, this portion is negative, this is positive, this will be negative, this will be positive, and this will be negative. This is your bending moment diagram. This is your final bending moment diagram. Okay, you can draw like this also. This will be the effective portion of your bending moment diagram. Okay, for this particular hatched portion we will be designing that particular beam. Okay.